underground aquifer, but neither was close to her camp. And since water weighed a lot to carry, she had to watch every drop and... A sound. Astrid crouched, swung her shotgun off her shoulder, raised it, sighted along the barrels, all in one fluid, long-practiced move. She listened hard. She heard her heart pounding and willed it to slow, quiet so she could listen. Her breath was ragged, but she calmed it, a little at least. She scanned slowly, turning her upper body left to right, then back, covering the trees where she thought the sound had come from. She listened hard in all directions. Nothing. Sound. Dry leaves and damp earth. Not heavy, whatever it was. It wasn't a heavy sound. Not a drake sound. Not even a coyote. Astrid relaxed a little. Her shoulders were tight. She rolled them, hoping to avoid a cramp. Something small scuttled away. Probably a possum or a skunk. Not Drake. Not the monster with the tentacle for an arm. Not the sadist. The psychopath. The murderer, whip hand. Astrid stood all the way up and slipped the shotgun back into place. How many times each day did she endure this same fear? How many hundreds of times had she peered into the trees or bushes or rocks, searching for that narrow, dead-eyed face? Day and night. As she dressed, as she cooked, as she used the slit trench, when she slept. How many times? And how many times had she imagined firing both barrels of the shotgun straight into his face, obliterating his features, blood spraying, and knowing that he would still come after her? She would pump round after round into him, and still she would be the one running and gasping for air, tripping through the forest, crying, and knowing that nothing she could do would stop him. The evil that could not be killed. The evil that sooner or later would take her. With her berries safely tucked away in her backpack, Astrid headed back toward her camp. Camp was 2 tents. One, buff-colored, she slept in, and one, green with tan lining, she used for storage of non-food items scavenged from the various campgrounds, ranger offices, and trash heaps in the Stefano Ray. Once home, Astrid unloaded her berries and the rest of the food she'd brought with her into a red and white plastic cooler. She dug a hole right up against the barrier, and the cooler fit perfectly into that hole. She'd learned many things in the 4 months since she had left everyone and everything behind and gone off into the woods. One thing she had learned was that animals avoided the barrier. Even the insects stayed a few feet back. So storing her food right up against that eye-tricking, pearly gray wall kept her food supply safe. It also helped to keep her safe. Camping here, this close to the barrier, and right at the cliff's edge, meant there were fewer ways a predator could come at her. She had strung a wire in a perimeter around the camp. The wire was hung with bottles containing marbles and rusty cans. Anything that hit the wire would make a racket. She couldn't say she felt safe. A world where Drake was presumably still alive would never be safe. But she felt as safe here as anywhere in the FAYZ. Astrid flopped into her nylon sling chair, propped her weary